Bree Taylor on the show. Bree, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you great. Okay. Thanks for having me.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Bree, for coming on. Everyone, it's Bree Taylor joining us today, and she's actually going to be talking about her new hit single and her new video that she's put out. She's a country music artist and a songwriter and producer, and you're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, the new single Shalala came out just in time for the summer, and we're really excited about it.
That's awesome. And so, Bree, so tell me, how did you get started with song, being a singer and a songwriter?
Well, it was something that I always wanted to do when I was really young. I do, obviously, a lot of my story comes into my hearing disability because I was kind of told at a young age that this would be next to impossible for a career for me because of my hearing problems that I started having. Ironically, I was born to James Taylor music in the delivery room, and that's where my middle name Taylor comes from. And felt like it was something I was born to do when I was growing up, and it was a dream I'd always had. But unfortunately, I had some things that had gone wrong. Through all the surgeries, unfortunately, there was some bad surgery work that was done on my ears. So I eventually got passed off to my current specialist that I see now, and he had told me if he, did more surgeries, it would just risk my hearing further. And of course, wanting to be a singer and into my teens by that point, he decided that a better suited fit for me would be to fit me in hearing aids. So since I got my hearing aids around 17 years old, I've literally been able to do so much more with myself as an artist and in life. And my personality completely came out of its shell, and it was just the most life-changing experience for me, and then kind of gave me a little bit more confidence to feel like this is a career that I could pursue. So it's truly like a dream come true that I'm living this, because I was told the odds were against me to do music. So this is definitely something that I don't take for granted, and I'm very grateful for every opportunity with all the music opportunities that I have.
Yeah, and it's so important to look at what your strengths are, right, and work with them the best way that you can, and that is awesome. And more power to you on that, and it gives you strength knowing that you have so many great listeners and people that loved your music too. And I've been really pushing the narrative around about your new hit single, and people that I run against, I talk to them about it, and they're like, wow, that's an awesome song. And I play it out, and yeah, it's just because I believe in what I stand for too, right? I to stand up for Canadians with disabilities and their allies, and bringing allies together of lived experience, and having you on the show and talking about your hearing impairment and working with it, and it's just bringing that experience, kind of forefront, right, and talking about it, and it's awesome. And it's so important, right, of having these important discussions regarding it, and especially with music too. I mean, wow, that's awesome. And I've listened to a lot of the different tracks so far. I'm still so many more songs to go through, and it's a great beat to them too. I love it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been really a great journey to kind of grow as an artist and to keep releasing new music and challenging myself every step of the way to keep doing something different and go bigger and better every time. And that's kind of what we're always striving for, is to keep growing and hopefully get more of a movement going in terms of just sharing my story, because it was something earlier on in my career that I just kind of never spoke about, because I felt like I might be judged negatively because of my disability, and I didn't know if it was going to be well received or if I was going to get support. So it's been really great that now that I've finally come out and started speaking about it a lot more, that I do have a lot of support coming in from you guys and so many other people, and it's just been great. And I just want people out there to know that no matter what someone tells you, or you don't have to take that seriously. You can really rise above all of your circumstances, and you can do anything you put your mind to, and there's ways to move about it. So I don't want anyone out there thinking that they're limited based on some circumstances that someone told them or the cards that they were dealt, because there's always a way. If you want to do it and you're hardworking and you're determined, there's a way to do it.
There's the ambition, is like the can do attitude, and I like that, because Yeah, I look at aspects in life too, where at one time, oh, you won't be able to do this and you won't be able to do that. Well, I proved wrong, and
Exactly.
and having the great pleasure of having you talking about your lived experience and talking about your new songs. I mean, if you don't mind, like, so how your new song? Well, how did you come up with the idea of that? The sha la la, like that's an awesome song.
Thank you. Yeah, so it was kind of a project that my producer and I had been working on since last summer, just trying to plan out something that was a little bit outside of my comfort zone because for me, writing is more of an emotional, cathartic experience. So I really put a lot of my personal stories and experiences on paper and in my songs. So for me, writing those carefree, fun party songs aren't always the easiest. And he felt like that was something that I really needed in my repertoire and that I hadn't done yet. And so we kind of have been planning it out. And he came to me with the idea of like the Van Morrison song Brown Eyed Girl on a Broken Guitar, that whole concept and playing that songs around a campfire and those memories. And I said that I loved that vibe. And we just really wanted to pull the nostalgia of, carefree summer moments when we just are hanging out with our friends and loved ones and having fun. And it's something that all ages can relate to. There's nothing about the song that's really for any specific person or like category of person. It's for all people, and it's just everything everyone's been through over the last couple of years has been a hard time for everyone. We're all still going through hard times currently. It's things are not that much easier right now, but if you can escape into the song for a few minutes and feel that carefree moment and feel good and positive about something and reminiscent of that and feel motivated to want to go out and make those new fun summer memories. So we kind of pulled the song together, and I really wanted it to be positive and uplifting and the sing-along vibe that people can just feel like they can aesthetically chant along and sing along to it, and even play it themselves around a campfire one day, hopefully. So that's kind of how the song came to be, and we're really excited that people are really enjoying it. And yeah, it's tough times in terms of competing with other artists releasing music right now. So it's definitely difficult to be heard in the crowd because it's so loud. There's so many people releasing. It's a very congested market now that things are more open in Canada and in Ontario specifically. So it's not getting as much attention as I would have hoped, but we're still really happy with the response, and I'm just happy that the people that are listening are enjoying it.
It sounds fabulous. I love the song, and there's a few other ones. There was one that said something about "Don't Cry." I think what was it?
Don't Drive.
Yeah, I can't recall. I don't have access to it right this sec, but it was really nice verses to it, and I mean, I would nominate you. Definitely, you deserve you deserve a Juno Award for all of your hard work that you're putting into these songs, these albums, right? And I'll do everything on my end to promote it, to push it out there, push the songs out for sure. I downloaded on my iTunes. I got on my iTunes on my playlist, and Sonia's got in her playlist too. So yeah.
Oh, thank you both so much. I really appreciate that. And yeah, the award stuff is great. I mean, I've definitely been nominated for a few different things, the Song of Music and the Marties, and been close to getting onto the CMA Ontario award ballot, but haven't quite made it to the final ballot yet. But
that'd be good.
It's a very political industry, country music and in music in general, and it's competitive. So it's tough. It's I don't believe awards are everything at the end of the day. It's obviously nice and it's great to be acknowledged and appreciated, but to me, more connecting with the fans and having them enjoy the music, coming out to shows, the ways that they can support is just following, sharing, promoting the music, listening, buying merch and supporting. I have my upcoming album coming out in the fall, so we're really excited about that. So we'll finally have CDs to sell, which will be exciting.
Yay.
We have singles out there right now, so that is the next little thing. We've got another single coming out in the fall with the album, and I'm really excited about that.
Yes, that is exciting. That's awesome. And hey, I'd be looking forward to when you do a road trip and do a tour. That'd be definitely something that I definitely would buy tickets for sure.
Yeah, hopefully next year is the plan. Once the album comes out in the fall, I'm hoping that next year can get a lot busier and we can tour the album. It'll be a really lovely tour, and it'd be great to get back out on the road. Last time I was on tour throughout Canada was in 2018, so it's been a while.
Yeah, definitely. Because of COVID and that kind of set things back. Actually, Evo Flightless Birdie, do you have a question for Bree?
Yeah, Bree, I couldn't remember. I'm sure you mentioned it, but are you originally from Toronto, or did you have to move here for your music?
I was born in the GTA, so I was born just around the outskirts in the suburbs of Toronto. So I'm in Mississauga currently, but I've been all over, But I was born kind of more on the east end originally, and I've lived in and around the city my whole life.
Janet, do you have a question for Bree?
Yeah, I just missed Bree's presentation or bio at the beginning, and I just wondered how her I believe it's mental health, ties into her songwriting. If you could just recap that for us.
Yeah, that's actually a great question. Yeah, so they mentioned a little bit my song called Cry. Well, I released that in January 2021, and that song was a very good representation of kind of my messaging and what I was trying to get across regarding my advocating for mental health, because it's something that I grew up when I was young, and part of it did pertain to my hearing disability. Not being able to hear properly in school, I felt very shy and introverted, and I was bullied really badly all throughout school, even in through high school. So I had a very miserable time growing up in that way, and my mental health was definitely not stellar. So I definitely struggled, and it's something that's really important to me. It's a cause important to my heart in general, and I've spoken up about it throughout my whole career and throughout my life to people, because I feel like it's something that isn't talked about enough. I know we're getting better, and I can see so many amazing improvements on that level happening in the world, which is fantastic. But it's definitely, especially these last couple of years with lockdowns, people have really suffered in silence, and I really want people to know that it's okay to not be okay. I'm happy to be here and talk with you guys. And yeah, my music is on all the streaming platforms: Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music. It's everywhere. So anywhere you stream music, it's distributed to all of the platforms. You can add it to your playlist, stream it online, wherever you listen to music.
Hey, Bree.
Yeah, I hear it. I can hear it.
I love it. I love the song. It's got such a great beat to it.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to share the song on there so others on our show there could actually just kind of relate to the song that we're talking about, and it's so important to get that message out there.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely feel that the world is needing those fun, positive vibes, and that uplifting feeling in a song. So I'm really happy to have that one out there, and hope everyone's enjoying it, and you can check it out online, and the video will be out soon, and you can follow the social media sites to check those out and see when that's coming out. And when we announce it, it'll be on my YouTube page, of course, when it's premiered. And I'm really excited about it. I think everyone's going to really enjoy it again.
Yeah, and we'll definitely be promoting that out there for you too.